You ever get that feeling where you walk into a tool store and it smells like, well, it smells like progress, but your wallet suddenly starts vibrating in your pocket like it's trying to stage a prison break?
I think for you, Tiger, that's just every Tuesday. But yeah, the Milwaukee Pipeline 2026 drop just happened, so I assume your bank account is currently in witness protection.
It's hiding under the bed. But man, the stuff coming out of the red camp right now, they're leaning so hard into this M18 Forge battery tech. It's one of those things where you think, I don't need more power until you're trying to rip through 3-inch LVL headers and your old saw starts groaning like it's being asked to run a marathon in flip-flops.
A marathon and flip-flops. That's vivid. But honestly, isn't there a point where we have too much torque? I saw they're refreshing the M18 Fuel Impact, the Gen 4. Do I really need enough breakaway torque to literally rotate the earth underneath the bolt?
Look, there's no such thing as too much when you're staring at a rusted-out subframe bolt in the driveway at 6:12 p.m. on a Sunday. But the real story for me isn't just the raw grunt, it's the domestic manufacturing. They're rolling out a massive line of hand tools made right here in the States. There's a specific kind of weight to a tool made locally. It's like it speaks the same language as the job site.
It's a smart move. People are getting tired of disposable tools. Even in the DIY space, I'm seeing people willing to pay the premium for something they can hand down to their kids without it being a pile of plastic shards by then. Speaking of things changing, I was reading the TigerDen digest about the HVAC industry. It's not just guys in stained jumpsuits crawling through spider-infested crawl spaces anymore.
Hey, I've spent my fair share of time befriending spiders for a paycheck, but you're right. It's becoming a high-tech chess match. These kids coming in now, the under 35 crowd, they aren't just fixing air conditioners. They're data analysts who happen to carry a manifold gauge.
The report said a record number of them are jumping straight from apprentice to business owner. They're using AI search tools, like that Ask ACHR News thing, to diagnose a furnace before they even take the side panel off. Does that make you feel like a dinosaur, or are you jealous?
A little of both. Back when I started, diagnostic AI was me hitting the side of a compressor with a rubber mallet and listening for a specific frequency of clunk. But seriously, these young owners are disrupting the whole old guard model. They've got digital dispatching. They're doing targeted marketing. They're treating a local service shop like a tech startup.
It's a different kind of hustle. It's not just about who can sweat a pipe the fastest. It's about who can manage the customer's expectations through an app while the parts are being drone delivered.
Don't joke about the drones, Alex. They'll hear you. But the heart of it is still problem solving. Whether it's a smart thermostat or a 1970s boiler, you're still the person standing between a family and a very cold night. That's a weight that hasn't changed, no matter how many apps you have.
Okay, let's pivot to the maker mogul side of things. This is the part that hurts. People are sending me DMs saying, Alex, my Etsy shop has 5,000 views this month, but I've only sold 3 coasters. What gives?
Oh, the window shopper curse. That's a jagged pill to swallow. If people are clicking, your photo was the bait and they bit. But if they aren't checking out, something in the fine print is tasting like sawdust.
Usually it's shipping, right?
Every single time. We live in a world where people expect a semi-truck to show up at their door 2 hours after they click a button, and they want it to be free. If you're selling a $20 handmade bowl and then hitting them with $15 for shipping at the very last second, you just watch that customer evaporate.
So what's the fix? Just bury the shipping in the price?
You have to. Make the price $35 with free shipping. It's a total psychological shell game, but the human brain sees the word free and loses all ability to do basic math. Also, people forget the vibe. If you're selling print-on-demand stuff, don't just call it a funny shirt. Nobody wakes up and types funny shirt into a search bar.
Right. You have to be specific. Sarcastic 90s math teacher vibe shirt.
Exactly. You're selling a personality, not a piece of cotton. If your description reads like a spec sheet for a microwave, you've already lost them. Tell them why they need it. Tell them how it's going to make their friends jealous at the next BBQ.
I'll remember that next time I'm selling my I Survived Tiger's Workshop hoodies.
Those should be a bestseller based on the scar on my left thumb alone.
We've got a big Sunday ahead. What's on the DIY docket? I saw some stuff about open concept patios and... Wait, are you really telling people they can build their own kitchen cabinets? Isn't that like telling someone they can perform their own root canal?
It's not that surgical. Look, people treat kitchen cabinets like they're some ancient mystery of the Druids. But at the end of the day, a cabinet is just a box. It's a very square, very precise box, but it's a box nonetheless.
A very precise box sounds like a recipe for a kitchen where the drawers only open if you kick them at a 45-degree angle.
The secret is in the jigs, Alex. You don't need a master's degree in joinery. You need a good pocket hole jig and a table saw that's actually calibrated. If you can cut 4 pieces of plywood to the exact same length, you're 70% of the way to a new kitchen. The Maker Channel put out a guide this week that strips away all the ego from it. It's about building the carcass first, then worrying about the pretty faces later.
And the patio? That sounds like a lot of masonry for a weekend.
That's the dream phase. The concept patio is all about that indoor-outdoor flow. Huge sliding doors, built-in stone seating. It's about making your backyard feel like an extension of your living room. But honestly, if you're not ready for a major build, just do a tool audit.
A tool audit? That sounds like homework.
It's the most satisfying homework you'll ever do. Sharpen your chisels, blow the dust out of your battery chargers. If your tools are screaming for help, your projects are going to show it. There's a specific kind of piece that comes from a clean, sharp saw blade slicing through a piece of oak like it's warm butter.
You get very poetic about maintenance, Tiger.
Well, when you've spent as much time as I have trying to cut a straight line with a blade as dull as a butter knife, you learn to appreciate the little things.
All right, so the takeaway for today?
Simple. Don't be afraid of the new tech, whether it's a forge battery or an AI diagnostic tool. But don't forget that the hands holding the tool are what actually matter. And for heaven's sake, check your shipping prices on Etsy.
Good luck with the boxes, everyone. We'll see you in the shop.
Stay hungry, stay humble, and keep building.